Friends and subscribers, I'll try to make this as short and sweet as possible. China approves gold-backed ETPs, several more gold-backed ETPs, exchange-traded products. They're similar to ETFs, but think of them as being kind of like an exchange that is more tightly controlled by the central government and the banks that are owned by the central government. These ETPs are listed right here. One of them is Hulian Asset Management and Guotai Asset Management Company. They will be managed through Construction Bank of China. That will be the holder of these ETPs. And that just shows that the market is so hot right now and they want to get more fingers in the pie, so to speak. In other gold news, India raises their tax on gold purchases by people in India. India is the #1 market for buying physical gold. I think that will change in the very near future, especially with these higher premiums in India. The tax going up, trying to discourage people from buying too much gold and not into things like government bonds and currency related holdings, such as equities or bank deposits, things like that, even corporate bonds. So trying to discourage that move into gold there. With China, it's a little bit different because, as you may know, may or may not know, Chinese citizens are allowed now to own gold and silver. They were not allowed to do that before, and the government allows them to do so because in reality the government also owns their gold, if you know what I mean. People don't have property rights here. It's a little bit complicated, and I'll have to go into it a little deeper in a later video, but basically everything from houses and cars and of course gold, they have the right to purchase it, but they don't actually own it outright. Houses are 70-year leases. Cars are taxed, and also due to whether or not they can get the license plate through the city that they're living in. And there's some rules and regulations for that. As far as gold's concerned, they can at any time seize the gold. They can make it illegal to buy and sell the gold. If you know what I mean, basically the people don't own it. The government owns it because the government owns the people. It goes right back into that whole thing that a lot of patriots talk about from time to time, about being a citizen or a sovereign. Well, it's a little bit different here, but basically think of them as being neither citizens nor sovereigns. And so anything that they actually own is really just rented or leased from the government. I'll try to do a long video on this and explain it better for you in the future, but I don't even know how to explain it perfectly because I don't understand it 110%. And I want to get more information from my sources before I delve into that too deep. But basically, the premiums here in China have gone up recently, gone up significantly for physical gold, and they're importing even more from Hong Kong, although I'm not seeing shortages on the street for the big fish that invest in bars and large contracts for delivery. This is why these premiums have gone up for physical. It doesn't mean that you should be bearish on gold. Likewise, you should be bullish on gold, even more so now that we see the two largest gold markets raising premiums and or taxes. So more to come on this later, but it looks like China, while they're buying gold hand over fist, and India buying gold hand over fist, they're also doing what they can to discourage shortages. They want to keep the supply chain going for physical. They want to move as many people as possible into paper instruments where it's easier for them to control, and meanwhile make sure that their currency doesn't do anything too abnormal. So more about this later. One more tidbit of news for you. I almost forgot to post this. The Grasberg mine in Indonesia, which is the largest producing gold mine in the world, is shutting down for a minimum of 3 months. And this is due to 20 to 30, I believe, miners had died there in an accident. They're going to do an investigation on it. So you can guarantee that come this fall, there's going to be shortages for gold regardless, because this mine here accounts for, I believe, right around 3% of world supply. So with this thing going offline for 3 months, possibly even more by Freeport McMoran, shortages are a guarantee. And so just another key piece of information for those of you looking to buy silver or gold or futures contracts or whatever you want to do it, however you want to spin it. This baby's going offline.